Hello everyone, my name is Halo Run and welcome to a game called Gothic. An old friend of mine was quite curious to see if I could get it working, because if you've got the original discs, though I did tell him even with the original disc you still have some problems running it on modern hardware, and recording it is just as much of a pain. This is in technically window mode, and you have to launch the game via the mod launcher. But without further ado, just make sure you've checked your key settings. I'm pretty sure the mouse sort of works. It does and it doesn't. But this is actually running at 1080p. This is not the original, so it has to be modded with fixes and some such, which I will chuck the game link in the description. And if you have any trouble, there's a few guides going around. I didn't need one to get it working, but just in case you do, I may or may not link one. I haven't decided yet. Anyways, let's get into it.
The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Khorinis was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. He'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you!
Keep silent. Right, send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up.
Yeah, whoop, that's no good. It's not a crash. It's just complaining about the camera.
I'm Diego.
I'm
not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there, but if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
Chapter 1. Welcome to the colony. Ooh. Let's see. I've set a few things. I've already worked out how to pick up things and a few other things. Had to do a small little run just to test to see whether or not it'll crash. I've had so many problems in the past getting this running, so I wasn't sure how it would look for a video. But thankfully it looks like it runs alright. Don't want to accidentally hit you. There we go. And we can get your meat. But if people are interested in seeing a full play of this, I wouldn't mind doing it. It's fairly well liked on Steam. And it will give you any ideas for people who want to work out some of the bugs. Because this game has a few bugs, that's for sure. But that's up to people if they want to watch it or not. Personally, I just wanted to do it because a mate of mine was curious to see if I could get it running. Because he was talking about having the original discs. And while, yeah, having the original discs is good, we got Steam for that nowadays. And they come with all the fixes and patches. This comes with a community patch by the looks of it. Otherwise, this would be a lot more links down in the description. So all you have to do, if you wish to record with OBS, is have this running in Windows mode. How to do that? You need to go to the mod launcher. And it'll give you a bunch of settings you can mess with. Weapon equipped. Good. Stabby. I wouldn't say stabby, but more like cutty. There we go. Or meat. I remember playing this non-stop when I tried to get it working. It wasn't for the crashes and stuff. But this game shouldn't give you any sort of problems. I mean, unless you're trying to record it, in which case you're going to get all the problems. But thankfully, recording's a lot better than what I used to use, which was fraps. Frames per second recording. It was good. Huh. How do we get up there? No, that's ready. Jump. What's jump? That's jump. Ooh. Bit of money. Now, if I remember right, currency in this world is ore. Now the real question is, how do we get some of that? And, thinking about it, I shouldn't eat anything just yet. Well, that looks about all I can find here. But yeah, it's quite a nostalgic game. I remember an old friend used to go on and on and on about it, and so one day I finally got it. Because, well, it was very hard to actually get the disc for it. So I got it off eBay, but that was about $50 odd dollars. That was a long time ago. Gothic 2 was way easier to get into. Not to say this game isn't easy to get into. It is. If you like different games that make you think. Need a bow. Can I pick those up? Nope. Doesn't. Should be able to, actually. Yeah, there we go. Your body doesn't look like it's lootable. Fair enough. And, to top it off, my recording has been fixed with a few things here and there. So with a couple of playthrough tests, I managed to get as much as I could working. So this game will definitely be nostalgic for some people, sorry. Pronunciation errors, spelling guns, or grammar. Whee! Bounce. Ooh, what's this? Walk, leave. What are you? Blueberries. I should probably eat one of those. And to make sure I save, make sure you save quite frequently. Anything could happen in this game when it comes to bugs. But from what I could tell, most of it's working fairly well. And it records pretty good too. Come on, lock on. Stop. There we go. What's over here? Also, there is no autosave function as far as I'm aware, so you gotta make sure you manually save. So like I said, anything could happen. No. Not fighting you. And if I remember right, you can get NPCs killed, or you could kill them. I can't remember which way it was, but it's something like that. No stamina, as far as I can tell. What's my B? Let's see. Level, experience, points, strength, dexterity, mana, life. Against weapons. I have no skills in anything. No, there's not space. It's... There we go.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do, to start with. Then we'll see.
There you go.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
Or...
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
You do have a point. Skin reptiles. I don't have 50 ore, or 100 even. I'll come back to you later.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
That's what we
Where
want to
can
know.
I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Depends on what you define as proper.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
That is true. Any goods is good goods. Can I block? Oh, I didn't kill you. Could it actually be fully stopped on the animation? Otherwise you can't loot nothing. Then you just go forward. Ooh. What have we got here? Looks like some loot over there. Ah.
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts. Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you. Let me pass.
We can shove that pickaxe where the sun don't shine, I think. Because I imagine that's what they'd do to me. I'm going to check to see if I can get any ore. That way, I might be able to get more money. I wonder if that fire means I can cook things. Well, let's go see. Unless it means I'm going to be attacked straight away.
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in peace, so get lost.
Okay. But I'm going to steal your stuff.
I've warned you before. Keep your hands on.
Ow. I didn't know that would get me burned. I'm stealing things too much, probably.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Apparently I'm gonna die. Huh.
Come back, you pussy!
No. Considering you're gonna kill me. No thanks. Ah, there we go. You need to go somewhere to sell stuff. Now, who do I sell things to?
Hey, you! You've been lucky there.
Can't go inside buildings without getting someone angry? Then how do we cook things? Interesting. Oh, nearly got stuck in that. That's no good.
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. But it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
You mean you want me to pay protection money? No thanks. I can take care of myself.
Have it your own way, kid. You'll soon regret turning down a friendly offer.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to.
See ya.
Take care of
And
yourself,
ore.
kid.
No thanks, that's a lot of ore. No, that's not that.
You've been lucky there.
How do we... Oh, whoops. Now we can talk to you. Can we?
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
There's someone to sell stuff to. Don't care about you lot.
Hey, you! Aren't you the guy who wants to join the camp?
What if I am?
I can help you.
And how?
There are two guys sitting around outside the camp. One of them has stolen something from the ore barons. It's a precious amulet, which should have arrived with the last convoy. One of them should still be in possession of the amulet. If we attack them together, we should manage. I couldn't do it on my own. What do you say?
I doubt that's ever likely that you've been on my problem.
Not interested. You'll have to look for somebody else.
With this kind of attitude, you won't last long here. Just tell me if you change your mind.
That's better.
Be in his shoes, though. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Can I go in here and do stuff?
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Yeah, no, I don't actually. I just want to sell something. There's got to be someone here to sell stuff to. Perhaps you?
Take care.
Not him. It's a fire. Well, I'll just keep looking around until I find something. And then I'll probably end the video there. I'm pretty curious if people want to see me do a full playthrough of this, to be honest. I wouldn't mind doing it. Hello?
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here!
To be in his shoes, though.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something. But diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now. Let me pass.
Will this get... No? No hostilities? That's good. An arena. Ooh, a frying pan.
Rely on somebody.
But keep it.
If you think
I'm not listening to all that blathering. Some people never learn.
listening to...
You're very probably right.
Same old story every time.
People always talk.
If you think...
Well, it's worth more.
People always talk.
Can cook things, that's certainly interesting.
That won't happen again. Maybe.
I wonder if it's very specific on what you can and can't cook.
That's not really my problem.
I wasn't very clever.
Say...
I'd better keep out of it. Wasn't very clever.
People always talk.
You have
There
to
we go.
watch what you tell.
Some people... Let's talk about something else instead.
Yeah. About how I should be finding someone to sell something to. That's what we should really be finding. Oh, here we go. Hello.
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
I'd like to try working here as well.
But don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some blacksmith equipment.
As long as you buy these things, that's good for me. So coins don't pay much of anything. Alright.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore. I doubt that's ever like
So I wonder if that's ore.
keep out of it. Same old story.
Now how do we accept? But anyways, this will be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry if it's a bit of a boring one at the start of it, but we'll get the hang of it. Anyways, catch you in the next video. Bye bye.